This is Alan Weinkrantz. I'm here with Bruce Hughes. And Bruce, you are project manager with the UTSA's Institute for Economic Development. We're over at my office at Geekdom right now, and you've got a terrific service for startups all over the city. Tell us what you're doing.
Well, in particular, I'm offering the capability of helping newly created businesses figure out what they have in terms of technology and ways of commercializing it, ways of making it become money. So I have a fair amount of expertise or experience in the area of intellectual property, patents, copyrights, trademarks. I also have some facility with the business model canvas. And basically, I'm trying to work as an advisor to these small companies or a mentor to help them make choices and to help them figure out the resources that are available to them at UTSA that are free that they can take advantage of.
So there's no fees, there's no consulting, there's no charge by the hour. This is a free service that you offer.
It's a free service, yes.
That's funded by?
It's funded by the Small Business Administration, the University of Texas at San Antonio itself, the state of Texas, and several other federal agencies.
Okay, so I have a software company, so various extremes. One, I have a software company. At the other extreme, I might have a medical device idea, but more in sort of, let's say I've got an app. Why should I even explore things like intellectual property on something as simple as an app?
Well, you should at least know what's out there, because if you create something that someone has a patented claim on, they may be able to make it difficult for you to market and sell your product. So at the very least, you should understand what the competitive landscape is, and doing a patent search can help you do that. My own view is that software patents in particular, especially in the application space, are less valuable than they once were because the technology is changing so fast, business models are evolving so fast, the whole technological ecosystem has been accelerating, so that I'm not sure the 17-year life of a patent is necessarily of that much value to a small company. Now, big companies put together portfolios of patents and use them as competitive weapons against each other.
Mm-hmm.
But for a small company, I'm not necessarily sure that a patent is all that valuable. It is valuable, however, to understand trade secrets and make sure that you have the appropriate legal agreements with your suppliers, your vendors, and with your employees to make sure that the knowledge and expertise that they develop as part of their employment with you is understood by you and them to be proprietary and not to be shared with other people and not to be used by someone other than you for profitable purposes.
Okay. On a personal note, I've known you for almost 25 years. There are consultants and people who provide services like yours, and there's also people who've actually really been there and have done it. I knew you from Data Point, and I knew you, actually you and I were working on competing companies, the beginning of Wi-Fi. Many people take this for granted, but can you share kind of your background?
Sure. I was with Data Point Corporation as a software developer and software development manager, and then I got off into startups, and I worked with a company that was developing wireless technology, initially for operating room workstations, and eventually we spun that out into trying to do a wireless LAN product, initially for Apple computers and Newtons. We launched that successfully.
Okay, and Newtons, a lot of people may not know what Newton is.
The Newton was a handheld device, kind of the precursor of the iPhone or the iPad.
And this was in 80-something, 85, 87?
89.
89.
About.
So this is a bit of history.
Yeah.
Okay. And Wi-Fi.
Right. And we actually created a successful product and had it launched at the Computer World Conference, the Macworld Conference, sorry, in '92. And then a couple of years later after that, the The company found that it couldn't manufacture the product for an acceptable price, so we had to create a chip, and we did that in collaboration with AT&T. We wound up having the first implementation of IEEE 802.11 standard, which one of our staff, our senior scientist, helped to create. And we had the first chip implementation of that protocol that was widely successful. So at one point, the company that we worked for had something like 70% of the market for all Wi-Fi chips in the world.
Wow. So what's the best way to reach out to you and find you?
You can reach me at UTSA. You can email me at bruce.hughes@utsa.edu, or you can call me at 210-458-3271.
Great. Well, thanks for your time, your insights. This is Alan Weinkrantz signing off with Bruce Hughes, UTSA's Institute for Economic Development.